Yeah, I was just gonna come on to your new book, the sweeper keeper, Tommy Lawrence. I was gonna say I've been following it with vested interest on Facebook, on Empire of the Kop, and with Jeff Goulding, on Facebook, and you, and I knew it was gonna happen, and I was just keeping an eye on it. But yeah, so go and tell us a bit more about that. And so a lot of people won't know where Tommy got this nickname from, either the legendary Flying Pig. So give us a bit of info behind all the book then as well.
Yeah, well, I think there's obviously a few reasons to do Tommy Lawrence. I think, I know it's something we'll touch on later, but he has to have the famous interview, which kind of came to me. I was doing a few talks in a couple of schools, and I was talking to year 1, year 2 kids. We were born after the interview, never mind after Tommy's playing days, and even some of them had seen that interview before, and I think that obviously was a good way in. That at least he's relevant, so to speak. I'm not saying that Billy Little wasn't or whatever, but it's hard to get an old player who you can try and feel who is kind of relevant. So that helped, and then obviously I think whatever you say his name, as you said, the first thing everyone says is the Flying Pig or the first sweeper keeper. So to have two such famous nicknames about yourself as well, there's not many players who you immediately think of a nickname straight away as soon as you get them. So I thought that was obviously interesting. And then from speaking with the family, a lot of stuff which people won't know until they read the book, just how poor his financial life was basically after football, and how let down he was by Liverpool and Tranmere in the sense of what happened afterwards. And I think maybe male pride and all stuff like that, and not asking for help just meant it got worse and worse for him. And obviously I don't want to ruin too much or say too much. Some of the book, but I think all those little things added together, and then add on he's part of that Shankly team, and he came in right as they kicked off, and then he left at that Watford game, which was such a pivotal game for Liverpool at the time, in the start of the 70s, and a change in the two sides, and Ray Clemens takes over, and the legacy of him as well. So I think he touches on so many massive events in Liverpool's history, and maybe because he was a bit of a quiet player after football, that he's kind of been forgotten a bit. But when you look back at what he did and what he achieved, what he was part of, there's no doubt he's one of the greatest to have ever played for Liverpool. Obviously, it's just maybe unfortunate for him that the greatest came right after him.
What are the chances of this?
I'm just wondering whether you remember the Derby match in 1967 at Goodison, FA Cup, 5th round, and it was shown on a big screen at Anfield at the same time.
That's right.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do. I played in it.
Did you?
I was goalkeeper for Liverpool.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a stroke of luck, me meeting
nice.
you. Yeah. Sorry, can you remind me of your name, please?
Tommy Lawrence.
Tommy, nice to meet you. What do you remember about it?
It was a great game, yes. Alan Ball scored the winner.
He did indeed.
Yeah, he did, yeah.